bar. My eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many years, not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problem.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken from the 7. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check 53's mine. You're not ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, stick. It's a foot race past the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Vikings 8-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Stick. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. He's going to air one out. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. This is McCoy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Stick. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down.
Here we go, set, 30 base. 53 is mine. I got you. Ready?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Focus, defense, focus.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And he comes back with one complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. 59. Pick it up, guys. 5. Snap.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith, Jr. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stick. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's the backup Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Mike, number 50.
Gun.
53. Danny.
All right, now here we go.
On first and 10, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long.
Good route here.
Third and long for Cousins. It's brought in by Dotson. Josh Dotson, touchdown, Vikings. Josh Dotson, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Go ahead.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. And for the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings, Chiefs, and not see a lot of history in this game, but this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl 4, 8, 9, and 11, but went 0 for 4 in those affairs. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Dotson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And the kick by Butker is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On first down, Abdullah. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
First.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. First down. Here's Cousins. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Again, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Cousins on first down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 43 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Again, it's McCoy. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here? And he is in! Touchdown, Kansas City! Damian Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Doxson with a grab over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled, and then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now the second down throw on target. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Vikings on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let them know, let them know.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.